Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you need to know right now. Keep in mind it's general, okay? It could be past, present, or future. You're going to know best how it resonates for you on your timeline, okay? So let's see what's going on today in the collective energy. What is important to know right now, Spirit? What's going on? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. And the Three of Cups. All right, so it looks like there's some sort of a strategy here. Okay, we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So we're dealing with a group of people is what it looks like, and some sort of a strategy that they have here going forward, or somebody's trying to make a practical plan. They're trying to manifest something. High Priestess. Okay, so your intuition could be picking up on a group of people that are strategizing something. All right. Let's see what this is about. Knight of Pentacles. The World. What is going on? There's like no cards come in at all. All right, there we go. Queen of Swords reverse. And the Five of Swords. Okay, so we're dealing with a Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, this could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be, though. It's just somebody that is extremely manipulative, conniving, cold, calculated, mean-spirited, backstabbing, and would do anything to win. Okay. What's the Magician? The Knight of Cups and the Chariot. So this has to do with some sort of a love offer or a gesture, somebody coming towards someone in an affectionate way, moving forward. That's the plan for the future. Page of Wands reversed. The plan for the future on how to get out of something or how to get away with something. Someone is trying to move forward on a plan here. All right. What's the Three of Cups? The Nine of Wands, the Four of Wands. There's a group of people here that are trying to defend something that happened at a house. Yeah, this has to do with a plan in the past or lovers and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so here we go again. All right, lovers and work and some sort of career, something in the past, maybe with... I mean, when I get these two cards together next to each other, that for me can be like some sort of sex work maybe. All right, something happening at a house in the past with a third party, or this is just a plan surrounding a third party situation and a lover. Okay, tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles, please. A strategy. Two, and the Nine of Swords. Overthinking, stuck in the mind, stressed out, worried, not knowing what to think, having multiple options, not knowing what's the right thing to do, overthinking. Okay, the Moon. What is this about? Addiction. Somebody that is codependent, obsessive, possessive, and controlling. So the strategy that somebody has here moving forward has to do with somebody being possessive and controlling, obsessive. Why is that here with the Nine of Swords though? Somebody is stressed, worried, anxious, not overthinking. Huh? Somebody is not overthinking, yet they are overthinking. What does that mean? Or actually, give me one of these cards. Thinking. Okay, this has to do with the mind. Somebody's thinking about a strategy, okay? And this has to do with giving someone a gift. Thinking about giving someone a gift or thinking about a gift. What kind of a gift is this? To cut something off, to cut someone out. So somebody is thinking about giving someone a gift or being generous with someone so that something can be cut off or cut out. A coffin. A coffin. Wait a minute. So I feel like the strategy at play here has something to do with overthinking or somebody being stuck in their head, living a nightmare, obsessive and controlling. The King of Swords. So a King of Swords has a strategy here with a group of people. Okay, so the King of Swords and their friends. Aquarius energy. The Peacock. And something about being special, unique, being one of a kind, being rare. Strength. And the Hanged Man, Leo, Pisces. So now we have Leo, Pisces, and Aquarius, and Cancer and Gemini, okay? But again, Spirit, like what exactly is going on here? A group of people have a strategy, okay? And it has to do with knights. Two knights, okay? A Knight of Cups and a Knight of Wands coming towards someone in a loving, compassionate way or passionate way. Somebody is not overthinking. High Priestess is here twice. Love and the Butterfly. Am I getting the... Okay, so this has to do with something that's being said or something that's being given, okay? I don't know, we have letter here, gift here, package, letter, mail maybe. Or it's just about a communication, what's being said about love, a relationship evolving to the next phase. A King of Swords and a group of people. And multiple knights. So this could be multiple people. So who's overthinking? Hold on, let's go back to that. Who is the person that's overthinking here and like stuck in their head and thinking about a strategy? The Ten of Cups, something about a lot of people, like a lot of people. The Moon, hidden. The King of Cups and a King of Wands. So we have a King of Cups and a King of Wands. Now, I don't know if they're on the good team or on the bad team. Not sure. Okay, but the Moon. Something here is hidden. There's an illusion. The Four of Cups. And this has to do with somebody being rejected. Or it was a secret. There was an illusion. There was a secret around why somebody got rejected. Or why you didn't want to be friends with someone. Okay, maybe... The Ace of Cups and the Lovers, something about love, all right? Love, a true love connection, a soulmate connection. So why is this rejection here? Four of Cups. Because of love. A message of love, thinking of you, letting you know, unconditional love, giving and receiving affection. Okay, so this has to do with somebody that is controlling and obsessive, possessive. And a strategy around 22. I don't know if this is like a mirroring energy, like a reflection of some sorts. And it has to do with a gift, giving someone a gift, in a love connection, in a true love connection, giving someone a gift. Okay, so why is that here with the Queen of Swords reverse and the Five of Swords? Because of quick action that was taken. And a Queen of Cups, something being sent to a Queen of Cups, or Queen of Cups doing something quickly. Nine of Wands, a boundary that went up, a very quick boundary. Someone has a boundary that's up. Four of Swords. Okay, so this could have to do with a person that you have a boundary up with, right? Maybe somebody that you don't speak to anymore, or maybe you don't. I mean, this kind of gives me like you don't really tell people why you distance yourself. You just do, okay? You kind of just like fade into the abyss, all right? You just put up a strong boundary with someone and then you just don't communicate with them anymore. You just kind of cut them off, all right? Maybe you don't even tell them why. You just kind of distance yourself from people. But this could have got somebody overthinking, right? So maybe somebody here, you cut them off, you didn't want to talk to them anymore, or you just slowly started to distance yourself, and this could have made this person overthink because they've been thinking about something with a gift here. Something that they've been trying to mirror in a way, a strategy that they have with somebody giving someone a gift. Okay, so you don't talk to this person anymore, but they have a strategy with a gift, all right? The Ten of Pentacles, and this is tied to a lot of money, generational wealth, okay? A lot of money. Hanged Man, a moment of enlightenment. A moment of enlightenment about this gift. Yeah, somebody trying to come to you and be nice, okay? Somebody's trying to reach out to you, ask you how you're doing. They want to have some sort of a connection to you. They want to, or maybe this is about you being nice. I don't know. Is that about you or someone else? No, it's about this person that came towards you, okay? And their plan that they have here, or something about work, coming out of poverty, overcoming debt and hardship, financial hardship here, and it has to do with work. All right, so this could be somebody that reached out to you at your job, or they tried to connect with you through your job in some sort of way. They wanted to meet with you, okay, but you could have had a strong boundary up to this person because you don't trust them. And they're sitting around thinking about a gift of some sorts, okay. Cutting something off, cutting someone out. I mean, this could be about like ending a relationship with someone or a friendship with someone, or just, it doesn't, like things like this, especially if you're more the kind of person where you just, you know what you know, you see what you see, and then you kind of just fade away and you don't confront people about why you don't want to talk to them anymore. Okay, this could be like you mentally, internally, for yourself, ending a relationship with someone and then just fading away. Okay, it's like, I know what I know. I don't have to explain it, because for the most part, right, if you're that kind of a person, you've probably realized that saying something doesn't really do much, because most people will tend to deny your reality or how you perceive things, right? So if you have a problem with someone, maybe if you knew that if you try to talk to them about it, they wouldn't be receptive to what you're saying anyways. So the Ten of Swords and the Star, yeah. This could be a person, though, that was stabbing you in the back. Okay, so maybe you just picked up on the energy of somebody trying to stab you in the back, or just that you don't trust them. You don't trust them in some sort of way. There's something in your spirit that told you, this person could stab me in the back. Like they have the potential to, based on their character and their personality, all right? They have the potential to do something for money, okay? Exactly. And I was feeling it too. The Five of Pentacles and the Nine. So you could have had a fake friend around you that was struggling financially, okay? And where you picked up on the energy of this is somebody that would definitely do things for money. If they were to take a bribe to do something to you, they definitely would, okay? So you didn't trust this person's intentions one bit, or their morals, right? Something about their character could have been like fake in a way. And that's why the boundary went up with this person, okay? Because of their personality. I feel like you, High Priestess this year twice. What you picked up on here with this person is money. The way that they are with money, or the fact that they would be somebody that would stab people in the back for money. You picked up on that. Like somebody that's desperate for money, or somebody that doesn't care what they have to do for money, somebody that would hurt other people for money, somebody that doesn't, like they don't have any real value for other people's lives, okay? It's just kind of like, how can I get something out of this, okay? Very focused on their own sense of abundance and not so much about what they're doing to other people with it, okay? So, all right, so there's something about this person here. Anything else about that? Because they had a strategy here, Three of Swords. The truth, this is the truth about a death, all right? A death or a permanent ending. The Devil in reverse. The truth about a death? What kind of a death is this? Bad memories of the past. Okay, so another thing that you could have picked up on here with this person is their jealousy. All right, this person could be jealous of other people, the way that they look, what they have, how much abundance they have, how much success they have, okay? You could have felt like with the Eight of Wands, this is direct. So this is somebody that could have been direct with you in the fact that they are envious of you. This is like a fake friend telling you like, you're so beautiful. I wish I was as beautiful as you. Or I wish I was as successful as you. You have the perfect life. Like, I wish I could have this too. It's like being direct about it though. Like telling you to your face that they're envious in some sort of way. Like this is just giving me a friend or a fake friend around you that is just not like a strong personality type, and they acknowledge that even maybe to you, but they're the kind of person where they're not going to do anything to really change their own life because of the envy. And this is like someone that doesn't necessarily have a strong personality type. Like they're just, I don't know how to put it. I think that's about it. So, what's the Magician? Clover. All right, so there's some sort of a game here, an illusion. Creating an illusion, playing a game. That's the key, okay? So that's the key, that's the epiphany here. With how somebody tried to move forward. Now, I feel like this is this fake friend around you. that has tried to come towards you in a nice way. Okay, they try to come off like they're nice, like they just want to reach out, they want to know how you're doing. Tell me more about this person. Yeah, something about giving something to you as you're walking away, or this is how they're trying to stop you from leaving. So if this is like a fake friend that notices that you're pulling away, you don't text first, you don't want to come over, you don't really care, okay? You're walking away, you've left the building. This is somebody that will try to offer you something that they feel like is of value to you so that you will come back around, right? So, you know, let's say you have some sort of a business, okay? This is like a fake friend that they'll try to offer you something at your business so that they can have that connection present. So, you know, it's like if they want to be a client of yours, they're like offering you money, basically. Six of Pentacles. It's like, I'll offer you business as long as you don't completely walk away, okay? The Hanged Man, yeah, some sort of a big epiphany here about somebody that's been coming after you or chasing you down or trying to keep their foot in the door in some sort of way, right? Their strategy. It's like, even if this person knows, because they're a fake friend, okay, even if they know that there's not really a friendship there, or they don't even necessarily want a friendship with you because they're envious of you, all right? Or because there's just some sort of resentment that has built up in some sort of way, okay? Or there's overthinking going on where there's something that they've done in the background where they're overthinking, they're nervous, they're stressed out, they're trying to figure out how to get to you, okay? Yeah, could have something to do with finding other ways of keeping, like I said, a foot in the door. So, the Tower. Exactly. Seven of Wands. You have a defense up to this person, okay? You block them off, you block them out, okay? And even if this is somebody, like I said, they come to your place of business, they're trying to offer you business. No, not interested, okay? Because some people like this, you got to keep them as far away from you as possible, all right? Because they don't have good intentions at all. A main female. And a privileged lady. Yeah, something about money. Okay, with this person, what you picked up on in their energy is their relationship to money. Or I should say, the fact that they want a lot, but they don't work for it. Or they have this complex where they want reward without effort. Or they want like fast, easy money. Okay, they would prefer to make fast, easy money. And they don't really care how or who gets hurt or what they have to do to get it. They are manipulative, okay? They are deceptive, greedy. Yeah, something about what this person was willing to do for money is what opened your eyes to who they actually are, okay? Yeah, that's what exposed them. False person reverse. That is what exposed them. This is, and look, over here, I mean, the Eight of Pentacles and the Lovers, this could even be somebody that would go as far as pimping out other people, okay? So they get into the sex trafficking trade just to make money off of other people. Like, that's this kind of a person, okay? Because they don't really have any regard for anyone else besides themselves and how much money they can make off of something, because they want easy, fast money, okay? That's the kind of person this is. And when you found out about that, I mean, it doesn't have to be this kind of a thing, but whenever you found out about this person and what they would do for money, that's when you put up the defense. Immediately. Immediate blockage right there, okay? Because what's important here is that they're doing this to someone else maybe, okay? So this is a fake friend. They're telling you about their plans and what they've been doing lately and what they've been getting into lately and how much money they're making off of it lately, right? If your alarm bells start ringing, it's because you're realizing that this person, they would do this to you too. They don't really care who they do it to. They would do it to you too, because for them it's all about fast, quick, easy money, and they don't care about other people. They don't care. It's all about them, and money. So that if they're doing it to someone else, they would definitely do it to you. And that's why the boundary should go up. I feel like for you, it went up right there and then, okay? So here they are trying to get away with something. Here they are trying to get away with something. Lovers with sex trafficking work. Yeah, that's what they got into here for someone very specifically. The Nine of Wands. Why did your boundary go up to them? Because they are a sex trafficker. That's why. Okay, and you found out about it. The Hierophant. And that is not you. And that is not you. And that is not what you believe in. Okay? Page of Wands and the Hierophant. A message to the Hierophant. A message to the Hierophant? What do you mean, a message to the Hierophant? Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. A message to a doctor? This is wait a minute, this is the same person that tried to send a message to a doctor or send a message to a Hierophant about someone being depressed and mentally ill? Depression and mental illness, or anxiety, depression and anxiety and panic attacks. This is the same person that contacted a Hierophant or a doctor and said something about depression and anxiety. Okay, so that could just be like some sort of a connection here if you didn't know that this is the same person. So the sex trafficker is the same one that contacted the Hierophant, whatever that means, okay? Death, the world, yeah, it's and that person in turn is the same person that is doing something online, okay? With the world being here, reaching out to people online, doing something for work, it's all the same person. It's all the same person behind something here. Okay, tell me more about this fake friend here, Three of Cups. The Queen of Cups. This has to do with the Queen of Cups. Something about working online. The work online. Okay, so this person could work online in some sort of way, or they do some sort of sex trafficking online. All right then. The Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups in reverse. And you rejected this person, all right? The Ace of Cups, innocence, love, good intention. Okay, so something about rejection. Paradise or prostitution, all right? Enjoying each other. Soulmates. A friendship, a partnership, an agreement. Clock. Something needs time, takes time. This is the arrow for the choice that somebody made, okay? So you make healthy choices in life. This is an arrow coming through in a soulmate connection. Because of something that happened in the past with somebody's work at a house, or the fact that this person has tried to reach out to you, maybe to even get you to come over to their house, okay? Yeah, be careful. Like, okay, what I'm getting here now is also be careful with people that only, like, especially if it's friends or fake friends, where they always want you to come over to their house. But if you invite them over to your house, they never come over to your house. Or if you say, hey, let's go out and do something today, they don't want to go outside. They only want you to come over to their house every single time. They won't meet you anywhere else. It's always only at their house. Now, if you're fine with that, okay. But I mean, in the sense that like you are actively inviting them over to your place or you're inviting them out, but they only want to be at their house, that can be a red flag too, okay? So now, why is this important here for the collective? Because of judgment. Because of judgment, this person is under judgment, or your judgment call that you made here. 8 of Swords. Yeah, something was a trap. This Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is going to prison. That's her judgment, okay? So Queen of Wands, your judgment is you're going to jail because that's where you belong. You're a sex trafficking fake friend, okay? For someone here, very specific. Yeah, you lost, all right? You lost. This is this person's defeat, okay? They're not going to win. They're not going to get out of this. Hell no. Nope, that's your wheel of karma right there. So Queen of Wands might have been asking, what is her fate? What is her destiny? It looks like it's prison, all right? Prison for being an sex trafficker and for starting a little fake business here, okay? Page of Coins, for running an sex trafficking business. That's her karma, okay? Queen of Wands. For all the illusions that they try to create, or some sort of an illusion isn't working anymore, okay? So now everybody's gonna know exactly who she is and what she's been doing and what she's been up to. No more illusions here. Okay, no more fake business here, all right? Hanged Man, it's a moment of enlightenment, or this person is stuck and they're about to face their punishment, okay? Which looks like prison. Yes, you can expect that in the future, Queen of Wands, okay? So Queen of Wands, there's a Queen of Wands here, an sex trafficker that was asking about their future. Their future looks like prison, okay? That's what Spirit's telling them. Okay, so we have the High Priestess here, the 2 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles, okay? So something about your intuition and the reason why this person made the choices that they did, or why you made the choices that you made, I'm not sure, but I feel like it's more about her choices, and it has to do with money, giving and receiving money, okay? A gift, right? So this Queen of Wands has been making some sort of money here off of something, okay, because they want fast, quick, easy money, and they would stab anyone in the back to get it, all right, including their friends, or people that were there for them. So there's something here about this money or these gifts or the things that they bought possibly with the money, okay? They could have bought themselves some nice, shiny things because that's all they care about. They're materialistic, vain, shallow, and insecure as hell, okay? And this is what they're trying to cover up now, which they can't because they're going to jail. Well, they're going to prison, actually. So nothing they do is going to work anyways at this point. What else? No, nothing's going to work, Queen of Wands, okay? Everything you do is going to fail, all right? It's going to be all for nothing. This Queen of Wands is about to find out that everything that they did to try and cover up this massive crime is all for nothing. You reap what you sow, okay? Nothing is going to work. No, and that's your karma right there for the business that you started, all right? Ace of Wands reverse. Everything's going to be a missed opportunity, okay? Because of a business. A business that they were running, yeah. So if it's coming out like this, I was just going to say Tower. If it's coming out like this, there's going to be so much evidence. There's got to be so much evidence, more than enough evidence to put this person away in prison. That's how much evidence the authorities are going to find on this Queen of Wands when they start digging, all right? There's going to be a lot. And that's why they've been trying so hard to cover it up, because this person is involved in some messy, messy, messy shit. And that is why I feel like you blocked this person immediately. When you found out what kind of weird, dirty shit they get into, you blocked them immediately. No more friends after that. Because if they do that to someone else, they will do it to you, okay? They will do it to you too, all right? The Tower. The Tower was that you put up a boundary. That you put up a boundary to this person and you didn't let them in. You didn't want to see them anymore. You didn't want to do business with them anymore. Nothing. Because you saw them for exactly what they're capable of doing, okay? All right, so we already know the outcome for the Queen of Wands. Now, what does collective need to know about this today? that the Queen of Wands is going to prison, all right? What do you need to know, collective? Queen of Wands, you are going to jail, girl. That is your karma. Prison. You're going to prison because there's got, like I said, there's got to be a shit ton of evidence on you. That spirit is like, no, we're doing a whole reading today just for the Queen of Wands so she knows she is going to prison. For sex trafficking, for a fake business, for money, how they were making their money, you're going to prison for this. That is not a prophecy, that is a promise. Okay, so get ready. Get ready, Six of Swords, because collective is gone, all right? You are free to go. You have left this person behind. You have moved on to peace and you're going to prison. You're going to prison. You're going to prison, all right? This person is going to prison. I'm sorry. Eight of Swords comes out again. They really thought that they were going to get away with this. So it looks like they're not just going to go to prison for the original crime of what they did here for work and how they were making their money. It's also about everything that they did to try and get away with this. Okay, everything they tried to get away with. Because in the past, you put up a boundary to this person and you walked away. All right, so that is, I guess, a very important part of the story here is that you put up a boundary to this person and you walked away and you didn't want to have anything to do with them, nothing. You wanted nothing to do with this Queen of Wands, okay? So after that, I guess they had to try and figure out how they're going to get away with something, which made everything way worse for them. All right, made everything way worse. This person is dark. They might look pretty, all right? The devil wears a disguise, okay? This is the kind of person they are going to show you that you cannot always see the devil walking around, all right? They could look very pretty. They could be beautiful. They could dress really nice. They can put on a really nice, cute, innocent victim act. But this person is dark and twisted. I'm sorry. Jealous, greedy, envious, prideful, malicious. Conniving, backstabbing, and malicious this person is. Okay, they don't care about anyone but themselves. They don't. Ten of Pentacles, they would do anything for money. Anything. They would do anything for money. They would do anything to get rich, okay? To have a life of luxury. And they will do it off the backs of others. They will sell people for this. They will traffic people for this. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. They would. They would traffic and sell humans for this money. This person, they would. And that's why they're going to prison. The King of Pentacles is having a tower moment. Why? Why is the King of Pentacles having a shocking tower moment right now? Because this person is an sex worker or they are a trafficker, okay? They are involved in a trafficking business. The Hierophant and the Four of Swords. Somebody never said anything. Okay, why is that important? That somebody stayed quiet, somebody never said anything. The Star. Well, I mean, honestly, you could have said a couple things. Like, look, if you keep speaking up about the things that you see around you and you keep speaking up and you keep telling this person, that person, this person, that person about crimes, but nothing ends up happening, like, these people just keep walking around, right? I mean, yeah, the truth about doing everything yourself or keeping everything to yourself. Because what happens to these people? I mean, now the Queen of Wands seems to be going to jail and going to prison, right? But how long did that take, King of Cups? I mean, how long did this take, really? It took a long fucking time. Seven of Pentacles. It took a long fucking time to find this Queen of Wands, didn't it? It took a long ass time to find them. Two of Cups. The Three of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Yeah, ultimate betrayal for money. Ultimate betrayal for money. This person would murder for money. They would stab people in the back for money because they're insecure. They have a lack mindset. They feel like it's never enough, or because they were broke. Maybe you knew this person at a time where they were broke and they didn't have a lot of money and they were willing to sell all kinds of things just to make money on the side, all right? Death in reverse. And they didn't want to end it either. You could have tried giving this person advice saying, what the hell are you getting into? Like, why would you do something like that? Like, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Like, you should end this. And this person could have sat in front of you and justified their actions and said, oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's no big deal. Oh, it is a big deal. It's a very big deal, okay? So that's why you need to walk away. If somebody's unwilling to end this kind of a business mindset, you need to walk away, okay? Because they'll do it to anyone. Judgment and the Four of Pentacles. They would do it to anyone because they are greedy, stingy, and all they care about is what they have and their bag and them securing the bag and them holding everything in their own hand. That's all they care about. That is all they care about. Seven of Wands. Yeah, defensive. Why are you so defensive? Because this person would do anything for money. Anything. Okay? Like, if this is a woman, it's giving me a woman who's into like some sort of sex trafficking or trafficking of humans, okay? This is the kind of woman that does this to other women because it makes them feel better about themselves. All right? They like resent other women because they're that insecure about themselves. They have so much insecurity in their own heart that they sit there and they find it totally fine and amusing when other women get degraded or other women are, you know, sold in some sort of way. Like, this person feeds off of that for their own confidence. Isn't that disgusting? No wonder you blocked this person out and never wanted to see them again, okay? Wow. All right then, closing words. The Ace of Wands. One night stands, okay, for money. Yeah. Tower. The King of Pentacles is having a tower moment. About a Queen of Pentacles. About how far this devil went to make themselves look innocent of something. Yeah. Or the fact that this devil walking around looks very innocent. But no, there's darkness there. Anybody that's willing to sell another human being, that is dark. There's darkness in their heart. There is a lot of darkness in their heart. A lot of darkness in their heart. And that's why this person's karma is coming and they are going to prison for this. They're going to prison. This Queen of Wands is going to prison for this. Because this person is dark on the inside. They might, like I said, they might look like this. Ace of Cups. They might look like this. But that's not who they are. And you saw who they really are. And that's why you put up a boundary up and you never wanted to speak to them again, never saw them again. Yeah. Be careful out there, guys. Okay, I'm serious. So I'm going to leave it at that. All right. I hope this helps, guys. Until next time. Bye.